Hey guys, my name is Spencer Kaufman. Thank you for watching the Deception Tips videos. They're all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you will be able to tell if someone is lying to you. Today we're going to talk about a sign of deception that happens on the face. It is something that happens in everyday conversation, and it could happen for a couple different reasons. Like a lot of deception tips, there are many reasons that things could happen, and you need to watch for patterns and clusters of behavior to determine what is really going on. But it is a sign that you'll see all the time and you don't really notice it because you think it's a natural part of behavior. So here it is. This is deception tip number 41. Liars may touch the bottom of their nose with one finger, usually the index, in a side-to-side motion. So now there are a couple different points with this, is that liars will touch the bottom of their nose. Now the bottom of their nose doesn't mean like down here where the tip is. It means like down here where their lip meets their nose. It is this little piece that goes between the two nostrils that covers up the cartilage of your nose. It's the bridge of your nose down here. Now they touch that usually with one finger. Usually it's the index. Why? Because our index finger is the pointer finger. It's the one we use all the time when pointing and directing different things. So they go like this, and it's almost like they're brushing their teeth. It's kind of back and forth. Now you'll see that a lot when people lie, and the reason is because this is some sensitive tissue. Oftentimes, as you know, like you smell certain things, pepper, your nose can tingle, or if you start to have an allergic reaction, you might feel some tingling. Usually it's down here in this area of the nose. That is because it is very sensitive, and when people lie, their stress, tension, all of those things kind of make them a little bit more sensitive or a little bit hypersensitive. So then the nose may be triggering, and they'll go like this and itch their nose, and it's no problem. Now, people touch their nose for a variety of reasons. So keep in mind that when you see like this type of a nose touch, that might not be it. Or if it's something like with their arm or their sleeve, that could just be wiping their nose. Or maybe they have an itch, or maybe they're clever and they're just mixing it up out there so you don't pay attention or you don't catch on to it. But when people do that with their nose, it's something that you think may be normal, but it's really not, because now that you know about it, you're going to pay attention to it. And keep in mind, this gesture it's going to be different for men and for women. So typically males are going to be the ones to do this more than women, because men they have that, just the way that their face and structure is designed, that their nose tissue is going to be a little bit more reactive and sensitive to that. Also because a lot of men may have facial hair, so that could contribute to itch underneath the nose, especially if they have mustaches. And that's another point that you need to be aware of, is if someone has a mustache and they're touching their nose, that could be a legitimate reason. Maybe they are itching something that's going on because their whiskers tickled them. You never know what could be going on. So you need to think about all the different possibilities and the reasons why that could happen. Now, one thing that's very important is if you start to notice these behaviors on yourself, and then think about, why did I do that? And then you can start to see them on other people and think, well, when I did that behavior, this was going through my head. I had this happen. This was going on around me, so it could have been that. And then you can start to have like sympathy, empathy type of a thing with those other people that do that behavior. And you can start to understand that, okay, well, if it was this way for me, it could be that way for them, so they may not be lying. Then you'll really be able to understand more of what's going on inside their head and on why those behaviors are being leaked and why they are doing those behaviors. It could be intentional, could be unintentional, conscious, unconscious, could be because they're lying, and maybe because they just have an itch they need to scratch. So again, you're going to hear this. It's like a beating a dead horse here. Watch for patterns and clusters of behaviors, because if someone is lying, there will always be more than one sign. You will see more than one sign as long as you're paying attention to them and as long as you are looking for them. Therefore, if this is the first time that you are watching these videos, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel on YouTube so that you can learn more about all the different signs we have. Also, if you'd like some more information, we've got books, podcasts, blog posts, all available on SpencerKaufman.com that are dedicated to teaching you exactly what everybody is really saying. Until next time.